In the heart of a dense forest stood a serene lake, its surface shimmering under the moonlight like a sheet of silver. Surrounding it, tall trees whispered secrets to the wind, their branches reaching out like skeletal fingers. This was Willow Lake, a place of beauty and tranquility, or so it seemed. Legend had it that beneath the tranquil waters of Willow Lake lay a dark secret, a secret that had haunted the surrounding woods for centuries. Locals whispered tales of restless spirits and cursed souls doomed to wander the shores of the lake for eternity. It was in the summer of 2024 that a group of adventurous friends decided to camp near Willow Lake. Ignoring the warnings of the locals, they pitched their tents beneath the shadowy canopy of the forest, eager for a weekend of fun and adventure. As night fell and the fire crackled, the friends laughed and joked, oblivious to the darkness that lurked beyond the reach of their campfire. But as the hours passed and the moon rose higher in the sky, strange things began to happen. First, they heard the sound of whispers echoing through the trees, faint and indistinct, like the murmurs of the wind. Then came the sensation of being watched, of unseen eyes peering out from the darkness just beyond the edge of the firelight. Unease turned to fear as shadows danced in the trees, twisting and writhing as if alive. And then, as suddenly as it had begun, the forest fell silent, the only sound the pounding of their own hearts. Terrified, the friends huddled together, their eyes wide with fear as they waited for dawn to break. But when morning came, they found themselves unable to leave. The forest seemed to have closed in around them, the path back to civilization obscured by a dense wall of trees. Days turned into weeks, and still they remained trapped in the forest, tormented by unseen forces that whispered their names in the dead of night. Madness gnawed at their minds, their sanity slipping away like sand through their fingers. And then, one by one, they began to disappear, dragged screaming into the darkness by hands that reached up from the depths of Willow Lake. Their tents stood empty, their belongings scattered among the trees, a grim testament to their fate. In the end, only one of them remained a lone survivor who stumbled out of the forest weeks later, his eyes haunted by the horrors he had witnessed. He spoke of demons and ghosts, of voices that whispered of death and despair. But whether his story was true or merely the ravings of a broken mind, no one could say. For the forest kept its secrets well, its dark heart hidden beneath the still waters of Willow Lake, waiting for the next unsuspecting soul to wander into its grasp.